Hi friends, welcome to Code Jana. In this video, we are going to take a look at how to install PIL library via pip install command. Also, I'm going to show you in this particular video about how to convert WEBP format into JPG or PNG format, which is currently the most requested thing regarding PIL. So if you find that interesting, please watch the whole video. Do not skip any second of it. Alright, and let's get started. So first of all, I'm going to open my command prompt. Wonderful. Now let's navigate to our desktop, and I'm going to make a directory. Let's say PIL example. Great. So now let's navigate to that, and now we are going to create a virtual environment in our PIL example folder. If you don't know how to create this, if you don't know how this works, then I have a video in the description. Please check it out. All right, it did very quickly. Wonderful. So let's activate that environment. So env scripts, and I'm pressing tab to complete the commands. All right, so this little env at the left corner is suggesting that our environment is active. Now we are going to install PIL. Alright, so pip install PIL, just like that. Wonderful. So it took mere seconds to install PIL. Alright, now how about we open our code editor. Okay, so now that our folder is open, let's create a new file here, and we are going to name it image_converter.py. Wonderful. And let me show you what is going on behind the scene. Alright, so let's close this welcome screen. Okay, so first of all, we are going to import image function from PIL. We are also going to import this OS module because we want to find out the path name of our file. So let's create a folder for our file. Let's name it assets. And now we need a WebP file here. So fortunately, I have already saved a WebP file. Here it is. So I'm just going to copy this, and inside this particular folder on desktop, below example assets, I'm going to paste this file. So don't worry about this Chrome HTML document, it is still our WebP file. To be more clear, let's click file name extensions so that you will be able to see it. So that's .webp. What am I doing here? First of all, I'm going to set a variable file and set the path of this. Now how did I find this? You need to right click your file here and select copy relative path. See, the difference between copy path and relative path is this. If you copy path, it will copy all the path from C, from your main directory, to your current file. Sometimes it is useful, sometimes it is just not. So since our file is in our current directory, which is PIL_example, you don't need to do all of that. You can just copy relative path. All right. Now after I have that, I have created a file name variable because I want to split the file name into just single file name without the extension. And let me tell you why I'm doing this. Currently, you do not need all of this. You can simply convert this file using this code, but since I want the file to be saved with the file name that it is currently converted from, I have to do all of this. I have to get the file name using this os module.path.base name. I understand that it is getting confusing, so let me print the file name up until now. I'm going to comment it out again. So let's just run this command, and it might throw an error. Yes, it did. It did not find the module. Why? I hope you know by now, because our environment is not active. After activating it, all right, now let's run the file. So python image_converter.py. Wonderful. So now, as you can see, the file name is suit.webp. Now in my line 17, please pay close attention. I'm going to uncomment it. If we save it via that, file name will be suit.webp and then .jpg, and I do not want to remove this particular extension because as it happens, if I remove it, the file will get corrupt and it will not be of any worth to us. So that's why I have to do all of this. Now, since it is currently giving us the suit.webp, what we can do is we can create another name, for example, file name without extension. I know that's very large, but I'm doing this just to show you. We are going to merge the commands in this single 5th line. All right, for now, just bear with it. So file name without extension. So what do we need to do? This file name is coming with suit.webp. So what we can do is we can use the split command and then tell it to split it with a dot. So what would happen is we'll get a list of 2 names, suit and webp. After that, we can just take the first piece, take the first name at the 0 location, which is known as the first location in Python, and that will be our file name without extension. So what we can do is we can just put square brackets and 0 location, first location to be precise. Now if I print this absolutely big name, file name without extension, and then run it, don't worry about that. Keep making the same mistakes over and over again. That's life. All right, so it is saying that name is not defined because same life. All right, just run the command again, suit. So our file was suit.webp. We have finally printed out this suit. So it will be placed inside this placeholder file name, and finally our image will be saved. It was converted from .jpg. Now I hope you understand this. For any reason, if you don't understand this, don't worry about it. Leave in the comment section below, or you can contact me on my WhatsApp as well. So let's uncomment our whole process here. Wonderful. And we do not need all of this. I'm just going to delete this and see what we can do. We can just press a dot here and it will split it and give us the exact same result. So I'm going to remove this print statement as well, and we don't need to do anything else. So what's happening on 8th line? On 8th line, we are opening our image here. And if I turn on the 9th comment, you can also show the image to be sure that it is currently working with the same image that you want, right? But if you have a list of images, for example, just yesterday I had to convert around 70 images from WebP to JPG. So this script comes really handy. I just added a for loop and all the images were converted in just maybe 10 to 15 seconds. Imagine the time it saved not doing it manually. I'm going to just comment it out because we don't want to show this image. After that, on line 13, we are taking this image variable, we are converting it to RGB value, because that's how it is going to repackage the whole thing in JPG format, which we don't understand, but the code does. So in line 16, we are accessing the .save method, .save function or method, whatever you want to call it, and then we are going to give it the folder name, which is assets, then the file name which we grabbed from here, just the file name without extension, and then we are presenting it with the extension that we want. And here is the extension itself. If we change it to PNG, it will be converted to PNG. For example, I'm just going to show you. Just run this command again, Python image converter. As you can see on the left side, we have suit.jpg, and now let's click on it to open it. Yes, the file is perfectly working, and let's open suit.webp. Wonderful. All right, so now if you want to convert this WebP file to PNG, what do we need to do? We just need to change both of these values to PNG. And now let's, wonderful. So now we have suit.png and suit.jpg as well. Let's click on it, and yes, the file is opening perfectly. What about the size implication of it? So let's open our desktop folder, assets, and let's view as details. Great. So the original WebP file was 170 KB. Suit.jpg is 92 KB, the smallest one. Suit.png is a whopping 1.1 MB. So there are a lot of variables that goes into it. You can compress the file size further, you can uncompress it, you can just output the original format from it, but that is not the scope of this video. In this video, I only wanted to show you how to install Pillow and how to work with just, if I remove all of this, let's just remove all of this open image and this image show, because we don't need that, the save image. So how many lines did it take? Just for clarity, I'm going to keep these lines. So how many lines did it take to make a converter? So in total, we only have 7 lines of code to make an image converter, and that's the power of a script. Alright, that is it for this video, and if you gained something from this video, then please subscribe to Code Jana, and for any comments, for any queries, just leave a comment in the section below, or you can contact on my WhatsApp as well. The link will be in the description. Alright, take care, happy coding, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.